Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? How you getting it in? Body getting the fuzzy. What's going on, people? What's going on, people? It is a day of another day that we call Thursday. Anyway, that being said, what's going on, people? Hopefully everybody's doing everything as far as being prosperity in this life of living. Now, I come to you with bad news once again. Another trans woman has been murdered. It's a little different this time. It's actually a domestic dispute that was called to the police, and it's happened in St. Louis. Now, the problem is that allegedly she was in a relationship with another female. I'm assuming it's a female. And there were 3 children that was at the house and stuff, and it was at the age of 8 and younger and stuff. Now, her name was Kenneth Kiwi, and she was 30 years old. She was killed by the police, and basically it was a 28-year-old woman that was there with her that ended up with assault as far as being charged as well. Now, the problem is that she was murdered. Now, she went out. I'm gonna speculate a little bit. I'm gonna speculate that the couple was having a fight and they called the cops because it got kind of out of hand, or someone else called the cops. So the cops went out there, and basically in the heat of the argument, Kenneth Kiwi, now her name is Kenneth, that's the name she goes by. I know some of us will say, that's not exactly, offended, but listen, it is what it is. And she must have went out into the midst of the argument, and she ran into the police and stuff, and she was still heated and stuff, and they said she was allegedly swinging knives, and they shot her and killed her. However, I put this together as far as give you an idea exactly everything as far as documented, because I want you to get an idea. Now, the thing about it, we talked about the copyrights and stuff like that, so what I did was I took my pictures. As you know, I have a lot of pictures, so I took my pictures and I kind of blurred them out so you can kind of get an idea exactly into the story, and I kind of made it more like filtered so you can't really see me, but I'm letting you know it's me because you see me enough to know, But anyway, I want to share this with you.
Okay,
Check this
this
out.
video was posted on August the 23rd, 2017. Now, what's going on is that the police killed the transgender suspect after she allegedly slashed an officer. A transgender woman was killed in St. Louis police after cutting one person and slashing one of the police officers who responded yesterday to her apartment in north of downtown, authorities says. Now, police described the dead suspect as a 30-year-old black, well, it's a woman, a trans woman, but friends at the vigil that night told the reporters that Kenneth Kiwi hearing identified as a woman. 2 officers confronted hearing inside of the 2-family flat in the City of Academy neighborhood following an 8 a.m. report of domestic dispute. When the police arrived, they found the 30-year-old woman, who was the trans woman, who had been badly cut across her face and arm and torso, authorities said. Interim Police Chief Lawrence O'Toole told reporters that hearing was armed with a large kitchen knife and swung at officers, wounding one before both police officers opened fire on her. Now, the suspect flourished a knife and slashed at the officers, slicing one officer on the arm. O'Toole said at a news conference that the officers fired a shot and killed the suspect. The wounded officers treated the cut on the arm and released from the hospital shortly after. Both officers who shot Herring have been placed on administrative leave pending investigation, which is standard protocol. The deadly confrontation led to a vigil outside of the apartment last night, and the protesters after they marched on Central West End, temporarily blocking Maryland and Etiquette. O'Toole said the police have responded to several calls of domestic issues and apartment in the past year. They said that they were looking into a possible connection to a call of a firing earlier yesterday morning. However, San Diego's fire department spokesperson Garen Mosley told St. Louis posted the dispatcher the call was a charcoal that had spilled out into the barbecue pit into the porches that first and the second floor. There wasn't any indication of a disturbance of the firefighter didn't call the police, Mosley said. Now, the second person, 28 years old, Christy Thompson, was arrested yesterday morning at the apartment and charged with first-degree assault and armed criminal action. Police said that she was involved with the attack as far as cutting the victim. Now, Henry's sister-in-law told the Post-Dispatch that Thomason was Henry's spouse as also a transgender. They moved to St. Louis in Mississippi and felt that they had been harassed by neighbors, according to the sister-in-law. She said that the couple was raising 3 boys in ages 8 and younger. O'Toole said that Tyler was home at the time that the fatal confrontation. A police spokeswoman told KSDK that the police had described Heron as a man following the preliminary investigation, which included looking at the gender on her driver's license. The department revised the classification as investigation processes, the spokeswoman said. Now, they said they put a visual and everything up, but basically she was murdered, and the woman that was murdered, the trans woman that was murdered, identified herself as Kenny Kiwi Harriet, 30 years old, who was killed.
Okay, you see that? You know, St. Louis and stuff, and she went by the name of Kenny Kiwi Hearing and stuff, and she was 30 years old, and she was killed by the police and stuff, and basically they going on, I guess they went on death duties and stuff, you know, administrative leave until, well, I don't know, administrative leave, but they have to do the protocol method to, I guess, investigations when a girl or anyone has been murdered and stuff, and, you know, now the problem with this is that, you know, when she got there and everything, they identify her as him, so there's 3 sides to the story. Kenneth's side, that girl's side, and the truth, and, you know, she's dead now and stuff, and she was only 30 years old and stuff, and this happened in St. Louis and stuff, and I found out about this yesterday, but I just got the information ready to really look it up, so thanks sis for giving me this information. And I want to share this with the reference to this woman that has been murdered and stuff, and, you know, the thing about it is that, you know, we go through these different trials and tribulations, and I don't really know, like I said before, what I want to do is going to put her name right here, because I want you to go on Google and look at her name, and look at her pictures, and you can see her pictures and everything. We're going to compare notes. We have to do it this way, because you already know I'm not paying for pictures. I don't have the money. If I had it like that, trust me, I would not be here. But I just want to give you her name so that you kind of Google it, you get more information, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot more stuff. You can even probably get a news feed as far as, you know, everything else. But my thing is to you, I wanted you to let you know what happened to one of our sisters. Anyway, that being said, I want to share this story with you, and I want you to be safe. And remember, if you're having some type of dispute and you call the cops or the cops are called, I don't even know what to say, because sometimes you're so mad you don't even care anymore. And due to the fact a lot of trans women go through so many turmoils and stuff, sometimes they just, you know, I don't know. Anyway, I just want to share you her story in reference to her and stuff. Her name is Kenneth Kiwi. She's 30 years old, nicknamed Kiwi and stuff, and I want to share her story with you. Anyway, I'd love to hear feedback on this, and I want to let you know I love you. And I want to thank you for watching. Catch the rain.